Timberland Extreme 2018, ready to crack off in the small village of Ikopo, with over 200 competitors, including the T-Bone Junior Enduro Series. The Timberland Extreme, considered the toughest one-day extreme enduro on the racing calendar in South Africa, and arguably one of the toughest in the world. The Timberland, now in its 4th year, was collaborated between partners Klint Mills, Micky Hayter and Peter Woodburn, creating a track that was safe, tight, technical and fun. It also features a funduro for the first time, allowing the weekend warriors a chance to sharpen their skills.
How's it working? What do you expect it today?
Hey, hopefully it's going to be hard and intense, because that's what I'm best at, and hopefully I can just push hard and come back with a good result.
What are you expecting it today?
Hey, lots of trouble, hey?
I think today it will be too hard. You know, Power Soul events are always setting nice and good tracks.
A tough ride, very tough, yeah.
Hopefully it's going to be tough.
You know, it's going to be really thick. A lot of riverbed sections. I love it. It's actually really nice riding.
Some tough terrain out there. Hopefully it goes all right.
Well, I'm expecting to have some fun today. And this is the best enduro of the series, so I'm going to enjoy it and have some fun.
I've ridden it because my uncle lives here. He's one of the rock farmers. And I would say Hull's Gully is going to be one of the key sections that's going to make or break riders. I'm keen for that Hull's Gully.
I'm with Klint. This is the beginning of the Timberland event, round 3. Klint, we got some big names. We're in for some exciting racing here today.
Oh, we got a full list of riders today. We got the best of the best in South Africa here at the Timberland Extreme. Wade Young's here, Travis Teasdale's here. We've got William Oosthuizen, the current series leader as well. William Slater racing for the Dynamic Racing team. We've got Blake Goodside as well, the 2017 World Endurocross champion. Oh, the list just goes on. We've got the next prodigy as well coming through the ranks, young Cade Manta from the South Coast. He'll be racing for RBS Racing Blue Crew Yamaha today, and he's definitely a man to watch out for the future.
They're about to start right now, and we need to get out into the bush, so that's us. We're leaving.
The scene was set. Officials give the green light. Quick fist pump from race director Klint Mills, and they off, guns blazing into the unforgiving mountains, valleys, forests and tricky gully sections. The first challenge is to conquer the Three Sisters. 2 slippery hill climbs and 1 gnarly rocky downhill. Enough to get the blood percolating through the veins. The infamous wake-up call takes its first victim with a land claim. Our bronze and funduro riders sometimes spend more time on the ground, but spend the entire day smiling, which could also mean a lack of oxygen. Who said enduro riders weren't tree huggers?
I can see why they call it Timberland. If you have a look here, these trees are so tightly knitted together. The guys are really battling to make their way up and down this path. As you can see, I had to jump out the way. I thought I was going to get knocked over there.
Barry Glange charging downhill, sending Magic Mike running for the trees. Dads and lads also out there to stand the test of time in the funduro, working in tandem. The youngster on his 65, looking super confident down this tricky downhill. Kulumatv Magic Mike getting into the thick of things, tugging and pulling young James, who seemed to be looking for a friend to call, because his big brother decided to leave him for the wolves in the Ikopo forests.
I'm not even riding and I'm suffering. What are you doing, James? Which bronze, silver?
Bronze.
Bronze?
I'm tired.
I'm sure you're on the silver section, eh?
Yeah, I think so. It's really hard.
And you can see the heat coming off the top of his head.
Wade Young dominating the track on his Sherco factory racing machine, fueled by Red Bull, winner of round 1 of the KZN Regional Extreme Enduro Series, and also in the runnings for the overall points. Here comes Bryce van Heerden on his on-point Husqvarna, making a selected return to our series, with the Timberland Extreme being one of his personal favourites. Bryce navigating his machine through the clanging rocks of what we call wash away. Series leader William Wade Slater on his Peribikes Husqvarna, powered by Dynamic Racing Team, looking smooth and fluid through this loose rocky gully section. Line choice is absolutely imperative. One lapse in concentration and your day could be over.
This is the terrain that these guys are coming up. It is super loose. It's shale and it's flippin' dangerous, and we've got to watch out for little boulders like this guy here, because if that gets shot out and hits you in the head, that will kill you.
With the South Coast Star racing for proudly Bidvest Yamaha, Blake Goodsight always comes to battle prepared to dominate. A fierce contender with a stylish yet aggressive racing style. Some would say the international superstar is a force to be reckoned with. Blake and William working in tandem to catch SA's number 1, Wade Young. And not far behind, after some GPS troubles, Travis Teasdale on his Paul Trimborn Agency's Beta Factory Racing Team machine, using this event as preparation for the Red Bull Romaniacs and defending his 2017 top step finish at the Timberland Extreme, where he just pipped Young at the finish. Teasdale is a tech riding animal. There is no such thing as half throttle for this big man. Chris Barnes, the ultimate privateer, back after a terrible injury in training 5 months prior to this challenge. Barnes, the 2017 second place finisher in the series, knows all there is about racing. Anything from freestyle BMX to drifting, drag racing and extreme enduro. With Barker's Warehouse Husqvarna Luke Walker, one of our up-and-coming youngsters hot on his heels, Barnes was forced to keep pushing on. Baby brother to Chris Barnes, Matt the Muscle Man Barnes on his KTM Durban 250 TPR weapon of choice, stops for a quick chat and sip before continuing to catch big brother. That Martis double green tyre, proving its weight in gold on these slippery rolly rocks. Matt eventually catching Chris to finish a solid 5th behind Luke Walker.
Lap 2 or 3?
2. Let me.
New on the block, Heinrich Zollhalber, from Matatiel, riding in the colours of Alfie Cox Racing, trained by none other than Russell White, proving that the next generation of pros are alive and determined to turn heads. Heinrich with a brilliant first-time appearance at our series event with a solid 7th overall behind Chris Barnes for 6th. The unfortunate stalling of his bike, he lost 5 minutes or so trying to get up on the pace of Barnes.
Yeah! How you doing there, bro?
No, don't put it on camera, really.
Come on, bro. You can do it.
You're right. 100%.
The ultimate weekend warrior, Ryan Bones Gwillem, finds himself tangled by beautiful Mother Nature.
Yeah! Motherfucker, man.
Get a quick thing from you. Hey, how was that, bro?
Nice,
The weekend warrior train, working together and battling their way up the never-ending story. Brotherhoods are made right here. Who said Extreme Enduro wasn't a team sport? Good to see Beta motorcycles forming part of the mix amongst the KTMs, Husqvarnas, Yamahas and Sherco machines. Those Teesdale fans following in their icons' footsteps. One rock, one step up, one route, one pull at a time. The top being the goal, the finish line being the dream. Teesdale approaching the refuel point like a wounded cat. There's no such thing as a half throttle.
Hey Travis, how's it going so far, eh?
Oh, very good. Mate, GPS stopped working, so just riding and training today, so not fighting for any positions, but it's a really cool course.
Okay.
But there's a thing called bad luck. Once fueled, he takes off like a bat out of hell, leaving the Kulumatv drone to suck dust. But navigating without a GPS is a somewhat difficult challenge, and here a clear indication that Teesdale has gone into brain mode. A quick deviation, realizing he's gone wrong and pivoting around to get back on track and make short work of this timber fallen hill climb, then popping out, crossing the road and back into the next hill climb, into a short breather to prepare for the next challenge set by Peter Woodburn, aka the Lemons. These beautiful farms make for a rider's dream come true. These funduro riders having the time of their lives. Buddy and machine is the name of the game. Wade Young attacking the Accelerate Special Gasoline hill climb on the third and final lap, followed by Slater, proving that air flaps are an accessory of the future. Goggles on, oxygen in, power out. Goodside chomping at the two-stroke fumes, still in attack mode, making short work of this technical hill climb. Top riders now heading into the one and only Hell's Gully of South African extreme racing. Tobias Norkensmeyer feeling the pain of one lap of the silver gold route on his 125 Sherco machine. A quick nap and assessment of why, and off he goes.
Hi, bro.
Trojan Medical supported Tyler Cunniff, a welcome return to the series, showing that behind the scenes training seriously pays dividends.
Checking what's going on here. Looks like a party happening mid-race.
Yeah, no, we're preparing.
Yeah, for the guys, give them some refreshment.
Thanks, mate.
I'm going to have 6 beers, then I'm going to take this section.
I think you're going to need that courage from those 6 beers.
Yeah.
And one brandy wine.
Yeah.
Good luck, guys.
Thanks.
So I found these guys halfway up this path, assisting some of the riders. They've been very kind and offered some liquid refreshment for me. So I'm going to have a quick energy booster to get me through the rest of the day. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The sport wouldn't be the same without spectators, getting behind the riders, helping push them through the dark and painful times.
I'm with Micky Hayter. He's the chap who set this very difficult course. Micky, tell me, what did you have in mind when you were setting this course?
Yeah, look, the modern day enduro, obviously, we angle towards hard enduro. Hard is our goal. I think we achieved that. You know, judging by the amount of finishes, it was low numbers. So yeah, the hard work's paid off. We spent weeks, if not months, cutting and preparing tracks and finding new tracks. And yeah, I'm very happy with the feedback.
Well, as you can see with some of the footage, there was a lot of very loose gravel, very steep sections, super loose. I mean, I saw a lot of the guys battling, pulling each other, 2 or 3 people assisting. There were guys in the gullies. I mean, the one group of people I ran into, they were there having a braai with some beers and that, and their sole goal was to assist people get through all those difficult spots. What are you guys doing?
We've brought some sausages.
Boerewors rolls on the braai, chilling, relaxing.
Cheers.
Having fun on the side, watching the guys suffer.
And helping them through.
And helping them through. There we go. One of the Guardian agents, well done for helping, man. What happens when that gets super wet?
Look, to most of your riders, this terrain is unrideable in summer. There's a lot of places we can't go. Obviously, in winter, the dry conditions assist with traction and allows you to get into those areas. But yeah, look, it certainly would be a different ball game if it was wet. That's for sure. a little sneaky thunderstorm last night would have been seriously different track. Yeah.
Okay, so for all of those guys out there who want to send hate mail, this is the place to send it to. Micky Hayter, he deserves it.
Thank you, guys.
Here comes your 2018 winner. Big well done there to Wade Young. Right, so Wade Young, successful day out there today. Timberland Extreme, 4 years running. How did you find it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. The rivers and that were really tough and difficult, and as the riders went by it got more tough, and as the water on the rocks and that. But yeah, it was a very long day, 5.5 hours, so the body's a bit tired, so towards the end of the race got a little bit boring, but the track was real good and a lot of effort went into it.
And Wade, you're obviously in preparation now for Red Bull Romaniacs. How do you see your fitness after today, spending all that time out there? Do you think you're ready?
Well, Romaniacs is still in 2 more weeks, so after today I didn't feel quite ready, but it's definitely a base, and yeah, we've still got 2 weeks to work, so yeah.
And what would you sort of do now in terms of preparation running up to Romaniacs? Would you do more sort of base training in the gym and stuff, or more riding, cycling, or just a bit of a mix?
So I'd probably cycle in the mornings and then ride my bike in the afternoon, so just time also on the bike.
All right, great stuff. And Wade, well done, a successful win for you, and well done. It's good to have you here. Thank you.
Sweet, cheers, Klint.
Right, Blake Goodside's coming home in second place after 3 tough laps out there today. A 48-kilometer track, probably longer than what we would have preferred in terms of Extreme Enduro. But how did you find it?
Firstly, well done to Wade and William. They all rode really well. Unfortunately, I had no answer for Wade today. Track was great, really organised, put on a great, well-marked track with all the long grass was mowed, and the gullies were slippery. I never knew what to expect. It was my first time in this area, but man, it was fun, you know. I battled to find my mojo on the first lap, and you know, that's racing, and I came on strong towards the end, which I normally do, and we know what we've got to work on. And but yeah, a great mixture of slippery riverbeds, nice flowing trails, nice wood sections. It was really cool.
And Blake, in terms of Extreme Enduro, do you prefer a longer track or a shorter track?
I'd say I suit a shorter sprint track, just from like my Super Enduro racing, you know. Like I like the intensity and stuff, and when we close to the crowds, I like to give back to my sponsors, and I like to show them what we can do, you know. But yeah, I'd say I suit a shorter extreme track.
After completion of the GPS analysis, William Slater takes second and not third place overall.
William Slater, so far a good solid third in the gold class here at Timberland. Definitely one of your favourite races of the year.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm pretty chuffed with my results. It's exactly what I was looking for, because I just kind of wanted to get this race done, get some points for the championship, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I'll take the most points that I can. So
I mean, let's talk championship. You are leading the championship as far as I know in terms of results. Today you're up against some of the best in the world, the best in the country. You know, you're not on the international circuit, and for whatever reason that is, maybe soon you will be, but you definitely put out the guns today, that's for sure.
yeah, look, Chav and Wade from the get-go, they were on the gas. Yeah, myself and Blake struggled to keep up, but we had a good ride together. Yeah, just pretty much help each other along, and yeah, it was a good day. And yeah, the international scene, hopefully I'll get there one day. But yeah, I mean, I'm chuffed to be racing against the best guys. I just want to also thank my sponsors, Dynamic Racing, Mitres Tires, my double green hooked up like nothing else today. My Nitro Moose, yeah, and just Henderson Racing products, my air flaps, didn't take my goggles off once all day, and check my carbon fiber products, kept my bike safe all day. Thank you.
Right, I'm with Zach De Silva. Zach, what a day out there. Tell me about how it went.
Yeah, it was lekker. It was very tough. Long day in the saddle, and yeah, it's just all about technique. We from Gauteng. It's nothing like this, and yeah, all technique.
I saw you going up that Hell's Gully, I think they call it. Very, very challenging section, very slippery. Tell me about the traction and the rest.
Yeah, I think it's all about also tire choice. To have the right tire for traction, otherwise you're not going to get up there. But yeah, it was tough and it was very nice.
Anyway, all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and thanks to my sponsor McLaren's Attorneys. Thank you for everyone supporting me. Thank you.
In closing, we at PowerSol set out to grow Extreme Enduro in South Africa. The vision was to build the next level champions who could see themselves on an international stage. We thank all business partners, spectators, families, bike dealers and landowners, and especially our riders for coming together to help us achieve our goals. The question is, what's next?